Hi, my name is Jim. I'm a recovering alcoholic. In 1997, that wasn't the case. I had just lost my job I had for 17 years. My roommates asked me to leave at the end of the month, and I'd just gotten my 4th drunk driving charge. Things were not looking up. I was running out of options. I went up to the what they call the central office for Alcoholics Anonymous, and there's posted flyers of a place to stay. And there was a flyer there for the halfway house called the Lyle House. And I applied, and I got in, and I thought this was the end of my life. But it was just the beginning. I stayed there for a year, and I went to meetings every day and contacted my sponsor. Then I got Alcoholics Anonymous, and things were looking up. And I graduated from the halfway house. In fact, my mom and dad came up for that. My dad said to me, "Congratulations, son, you graduated magna cum sober." I always had a sense of humor. Well, I moved out and I got a job in a pharmacy, and things were going along fine. It was 2 days before Christmas, and I was getting a little itchy. I was thinking about drinking again, and I haven't thought about that in a whole year that I had been sober. And it kind of concerned me. And I sat down at a table in the pharmacy basement. There was a big bottle of Archival Xanax staring at me, winking at me actually. And I didn't want to start drugs. I mean, I don't want to be a drug addict too, besides an alcoholic. So I thought, I'll get off work in a few minutes and I take the bus home. And I get on the bus and I'll stop at the liquor store and pick up some beer just to take the edge off. And I haven't in that year thought about drinking at all, but it just came out of the blue. So I got on the bus, and God, there were 6 guys, mentally challenged young men, happier than heck. And that just disgusted me. And I got on the back of the bus and just minding my own business, and they started singing Christmas songs, for God's sake. And then one of them said, "Hey, mister, you want to join us?" And before I could say no, they surrounded me with cookies and candy and song. Next thing you know, I'm singing Jingle Bells and Silent Night. And I was actually having fun. I hated to get off the bus, but I got to my depot and I went into my apartment and decided not to go buy beer. Those guys, it was like a spiritual experience. It changed my spirit. I had every intention to stop at the liquor store and buy some beer. But after singing and dancing with them, the compulsion to call my sponsor, I confessed that I came real close to drinking. And he said, "Well, that's what we do, alcoholics. But we have the tools and support today not to pick up the drink, but pick up the phone and talk to somebody in recovery." And that night was 27 years ago. And I've stayed sober ever since. It's been a good life. I became a pharmacist in that pharmacy that I worked in as a technician, and actually retired from there. Life is good. And sometimes I hear Christmas music on the radio during the Christmas time. And I think about those guys. what an impact they had on me. And it took away the compulsion to drink. It's amazing.